The Netherlands lie between Germany and the North Sea, and our journey took in much of the southern part of this country. Our first major stop was the small city of s-Hertogenbosch. Maybe because it's such a mouthful even for the Dutch to say, it's almost universally known simply as Den Bosch. Now here's a tip for anyone planning on visiting the Netherlands. The day starts late, very late. Not until about 11 o'clock do things start livening up around here, so the mornings can be quiet, even peaceful. Almost anywhere else, this would be 6 a.m. One indicator of the wealth of a city is its marketplace, and Den Bosch is huge. It grew rapidly as a place for merchants to trade with each other and received wine from Cologne, fish from the sea, chalk and weaponry from Liège. The city's golden age was the late 15th and early 16th century. One of the city's most famous sons was Hieronymus Bosch, probably the greatest painter of the Northern Renaissance. Den Bosch narrowly escaped very extensive rebuilding after the Second World War, but even so, a few unsightly concrete blocks did sneak their way in, just to show what could have been. For the most part, the city has kept its medieval layout, with narrow back streets boasting many small specialist shops. Part of the old canal system is still intact, and if you have time and money, you can take a boat trip through the city. I'm not very convinced, though, that this is an effective way of sightseeing. It seems to me that most of the time you'd just be looking at some brick walls. Another tip for anyone planning to visit: book ahead. We didn't see many of the budget hotels on the outskirts of Dutch cities, and the hotels that there are tend to be hidden in side streets and very badly signposted. Not far from the Best Western Hotel is St. John's Cathedral, reputedly one of the most beautiful cathedrals in the Netherlands, at the height of Gothic architecture and a truly magnificent building. At least that's what we're told, but it's currently undergoing extensive renovation work to repair the damage done by acid rain. Public transport is very good in the Netherlands. Cycling, of course, very popular, but these things are still very rare. But still, if it's useless you're after, how about a Christmas tree that provides its own snow? Available in 3 different sizes. Oh, and it also plays festive music, apparently. A particular hazard of driving in the Netherlands is that you frequently encounter bridges that suddenly open up, rather like this one. Goods are still frequently transported by canal, and sometimes you just have to give them right of way. All that just so that this guy doesn't have to duck. It is true, the Netherlands are very flat. Not completely flat, there are some hills in the south, but flat enough. It's a very good place to grow things. The Netherlands are the world's third largest exporter of agricultural products, although a lot of that is flowers. But a quarter of the world's tomatoes are grown here, which is a lot of ketchup. We avoided the motorways and travelled as much as possible on national routes. Travelling this way did give us the chance to get a little bit lost, and so we found ourselves driving through the tiny village of Uppel for a nice view of the Dutch landscape. It was the sight of a windmill that had lured us this way before suddenly disappearing. But they really are very common here, and we managed to find another one to look at. If you have a flat country, you generally have wind, so you might as well use it.